So you've got this absolutely brilliant, game-changing technical idea. But here's the thing. If you can't communicate it clearly, it might as well not even exist. Today, we're going to talk about how you can take your engineering work, all those complex concepts, and turn them into clear, powerful documents by cutting out all the noise.
I mean, really think about that for a second. That super elegant solution you just designed, or all the data from your last lab, none of it matters if no one gets it. Proposals that are poorly written, they get tossed in the bin. Confusing instructions, they lead to really expensive mistakes. And those amazing reports you spent weeks on, they just get ignored.
So what is this noise we're trying to get rid of? Well, in communication, noise is literally anything that gets in the way of your message. It's like static on the radio. It could be technical jargon that your audience doesn't know, a messy, disorganized structure, or even just a giant, intimidating wall of text. It turns a clear signal into pure confusion. And honestly, it can be a huge roadblock in your career.
All right, so here's our game plan. We're going to tackle this like any good engineering project. First up is the blueprint. That's all about figuring out the why and the who before you write anything. Then we'll get to the build, crafting your content so it's crystal clear. After that, the polish, using formatting to make a real impact. And we'll wrap up by looking at why writing is your most underrated superpower.
Okay, first up, the blueprint, why and who. Every great project starts with a solid plan, and writing is no different. Before you even think about typing a single word, you need a blueprint. And that means asking two really simple but crucial questions. Why am I writing this, and who am I writing it for?
First things first, what's the goal here? What are you trying to achieve with this document? If you don't have a clear objective in your own mind, there's no way your reader is going to get a clear message. Are you just reporting raw data from a stress test? Or are you trying to convince your professor that this data proves your new alloy is ready for prime time? Knowing your purpose is step one.
And your purpose is usually going to fall into one of these buckets. For instance, your lab report on material strength, that's there to inform. An email to your TA asking for the key to the lab, that's a request. And the documentation for your senior design project, that needs to instruct anyone who uses it later. And hey, a lot of documents do more than one of these things. A project proposal has to inform people about the problem, propose your fix, and ultimately persuade them to give you the green light.
Okay, so once you've nailed down your why, the next critical question is who. Your audience changes everything. I mean everything. How technical you get, the tone you use, even how you structure the whole thing. Let's see why this matters so much. This slide pretty much says it all. Right now, as a student, you're mostly writing for your professors. They get what you're talking about. But once you're out in the field, you'll be writing for other engineers, for technicians on the floor, for managers who control the budget, for clients who don't know the jargon, maybe even for the CEO. And they all need something different from you.
So you've got to put on your detective hat. Who are you talking to? For a project manager, you'd probably lead with the bottom line, the cost, and the schedule. For another engineer on your team, you dive right into the technical specs. Your classmate might want to see all your raw data, but the manager just needs to know if it's a go or no go. And remember, tailoring your message isn't dumbing it down. It's being smart. It's about being effective.
All right, blueprint in hand, it's time for the build. This is where the rubber meets the road, where you're actually putting sentences and paragraphs together. And the whole time, you should be guided by three things: clarity, accuracy, and just being direct.
Get to the point right away. People are busy. They don't have time to figure out what you want. Just look at this example. An email subject that just says, employee safety. That's pure noise. It could be about anything. But need for employees to wear hard hats and safety glasses? Boom. You know exactly what it's about and what needs to happen. It's a clear signal.
Okay, listen up, because this one is a really big deal. Pay attention to the specs. If a request for proposal says 10 pages max and you submit 12, you're probably getting disqualified immediately. If your professor asks for a one-page summary and you hand in 5 pages, you're not impressing them, you're just annoying them. These rules aren't suggestions. Think of them as the engineering requirements for the document itself. And this right here is non-negotiable. Clarity means absolutely nothing if you're not accurate. In our field, mistakes have real consequences. If you get a physical constant wrong, or you refer to Appendix B when you met Appendix C, you're not just confusing your reader, you're destroying your own credibility. So double-check your facts, triple-check your numbers, always. And now, for the final stage, the polish. A lot of engineers kind of dismiss formatting as just decoration, making it look pretty. But it's not. It's the user interface of your document. Good formatting makes your hard work accessible. Bad formatting just creates more noise. You know what I'm talking about, right? You open a report and you're just hit with this solid brick of text. It's intimidating. It screams, "Don't read me." That visual clutter is a type of noise. Your job is to break it all down into logical, bite-sized pieces that actually guide your reader through your thinking.
Headings are going to be your best friend here. A really clear, tiered structure, like you see here, acts like a set of signposts. It shows the reader the logic of your document at a glance and lets them jump right to the section they need. You're creating a map for them, not a maze. And this just shows you the simple power of a list. I mean, imagine trying to explain these instructions in a long paragraph. It would be a total mess. But as a numbered list, it's clean, it's efficient, and it's pretty much impossible to misunderstand. It's noise-free communication. So let's wrap all this up. It's so easy to think of writing as just a chore, right? The boring thing you have to get through to get back to the real engineering. But that is absolutely the wrong way to look at it. We have to start thinking of writing as an essential and powerful engineering tool. I'm serious. The next time you have to write a report, stop thinking of it as just another assignment or some bureaucratic hurdle you have to jump over. That kind of thinking is what leads to noisy, ineffective work.
Think of it like this. Your document, whether it's a report, a manual, or a proposal, is the delivery system for your entire engineering solution. It is just as much a part of the final design as the circuit board or the lines of code. The way you communicate the idea is part of the idea.
So I'll leave you with this one question to ask yourself the next time you sit down to write. Are you building a clear, strong bridge for your ideas to cross? Or are you just adding to the static? The choice is yours.